Today's Talk About It Tuesday question is, what are your thoughts on investing in Chinese electric cars? Okay, I think this is a great opportunity uh, to talk about asking the right questions and determining what a good investment is for you, not for me, what a good investment is for you. So, how do we get there? So, I think there are questions inside of this question that need to be asked. Would I invest in Chinese cars? What does that exactly mean? Are you suggesting that we invest in Chinese car manufacturers? Are you suggesting we invest in the semiconductor companies that supply the semiconductors for the cars, the batteries for the cars, the support infrastructure, meaning charging station technology or infrastructure, actual locations for the cars? Are you talking about investing in individual stocks? Are you suggesting investing in a pool of things in the industry, maybe an ETF or a mutual fund that deals with Chinese car manufacturers or any of those other elements? So we have to really think about that first. So, what does it mean to invest in Chinese electric vehicles? Are I mean, is there a potential future growth in the sale of Chinese electric cars? Yes. Does that mean there is an ability to profit from it? Right. That's the question that we have to ask. So there are several things we have to look at. You don't invest in an industry per se. You invest in a company. So you have to look at certain factors. How well does a company do business, and how do they make their money? How much debt are they carrying? How much is their sales growth? Um, so we have to look at the business aspect of anything that we're investing in first, right? So it's not necessarily again the industry unless you're looking at a pool, and then it's how well has the performance been of that ETF or that mutual fund, and then we have to look at risk. So if we're talking about Chinese foreign stocks or just the Chinese industry in terms of cars in general, there's geopolitical risk that we have to deal with. There's trade uh, policy that we have to deal with. So, where will Chinese cars be able to be sold? And what is there a extra price to pay for that? Are there tariffs that will prohibit it from being in certain markets that would make it more profitable? Is there Chinese regulation itself that would preclude us from being able to make a profit? Is there, because of their structure in terms of government intervention, a lack of transparency in their financials or in their regulation or in their records in general? Um, what are the inherent risks in investing in this technology that might not prove to be successful? It might take a totally different turn. So we have to look at the potential risk and our tolerance for that type of risk. We have to look at the price, right? There are certain American electric cars and leaders in the industry where I would never buy the stock because it's way overpriced. So we also have to look at the price of things compared to how much money they're making, right? Or how much we expect them to make in the future. So when we talk about price to earnings ratio, all right, does it make sense to pay that price for ownership in the company? We also have to look at the return that we're looking for, or so. For instance, depending on, let's do this, do a comparison of age. Let's say you're a 35-year-old investor with a well-diversified portfolio. You've been investing for 10 years and you're still in the stage where you have good income. You're far from retirement, maybe 30 years from retirement, and you're just looking for growth. Um, it might be a good investment for you. It might fit your portfolio. Um, and then the question is how much of your portfolio, right? So how much are you willing to bet on your future on this? So maybe because you're well diversified, you take a tiny part of your portfolio and include this as a part of it in your high risk but potential high growth area. As opposed to, let's say you're now 55, haven't done much investing, so you're really just getting rolling, but you are 10 years from retirement. You can't necessarily take as many risks because you can't afford to lose. Maybe, and for you, maybe you're looking for things that provide income as part of your portfolio. So you're looking for things that pay dividends. Usually, the technology stocks and car companies, technology companies, don't pay dividends. So maybe it doesn't fit. It's not in alignment with what your financial goals are. So you can't separate an investment from your financial goals, right? So we don't chase everything that could make money because it doesn't necessarily fit the amount of money you need. It doesn't fit the type of money you need. It doesn't fit in your overall investment strategy. So you got to look at your investment strategy, your time horizon, your risk tolerance, um, you know, the proportion of your portfolio. So all these things are factors. So again, it's hard to answer that question. What are my thoughts on investing in Chinese cars? Well, my thoughts are you got to go through this long list of other things about yourself and these long list of things about what's in the industry and how to invest in it and see if they match for you. So I won't give a recommendation one way or another. Is it possible that that is an industry that shows promise and growth? Yes. Does that mean it's a good investment for you? Only you know that, right? It has to fit into your strategy. So hopefully I gave you some things to think about, not only for investing in Chinese vehicles, but investing in real estate or investing in other types of stocks or investing in interest income. Whatever your investment is, you have to consider all these factors. How can it make money? What are its risks? Um, what is the type of return? What is the type of money it pays? What is what are my needs? What's my time horizon? What's my risk tolerance? What's my portfolio look like? And see if these things match together and see if it's a good fit. So, love to hear your thoughts on it, what your strategies are in terms of choosing a good investment for you, because every good investment is not a good investment for you. But please like, share, subscribe, keep the questions coming, and I'll see you next Tuesday.